microphone a bit.
Hello, everybody. That was like the perfect timing. Right as we started too, my cat was like, hey, I just want to say hi real quick. And who wouldn't? Guys, it is a fantastic Saturday. Thank you all so much in chat for joining us today in honor of Hades 2 and we'll say their heroic quest to be part of Game of the Year Awards. They've been nominated. It's phenomenal. We are so excited. We are having a live Q&A right now with the cast. I'm so excited to have you guys. Thank you very much for letting me host. I'm Lindsay Jones. Hello from Streamily. I am very excited to take all the questions from the audience. I have been curating some as well from across the social media lands. I have X, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything you guys could possibly want. I am here to make sure that your questions are heard and answered. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know that on screen right now we have that QR code. You can scan that bad boy and it will take you to the Hades 2 collection in the store. And if you guys stick around till about like halfway through this panel, we might have a little surprise for you guys. Talk about some extra special prints, some surprises for everybody. Very exciting stuff, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let our castmates introduce themselves. Matthew, I'll start with you. You want to give us a little hello to the audience? Tell us what you're all about.
Hi, I'm Matthew Waterson. I voiced Heracles in the game. And I feel like I've been put on the spot and I don't know what to say, and now I'm nervous.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is Improv 101, guys. Yes, and?
I skipped right over Improv 101 and went to Improv 106, which is being a chair.
Oh my God, stop. You know what? But I believe you're a chair right now. That's okay. Also, it's even funnier that you're Heracles. You're like the strongest character, but you're like, I'm a chair. I'm like, yeah, you know,
strong chair.
It's strong chair. Yeah, strong chair.
Strongest chair ever.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Amelia, I'll toss it to you next too. Please say hello and let everyone know what you're doing here and how your experience was in Hades 2.
Hi, I'm Amelia Tyler. I play Hecate, among other things, and I'm not a chair. I would be. I don't know what I would be.
You could be a chair.
Like some kind of. I'd like to be something a little left of center, like an umbrella stand or something. I don't know why this has become a question.
I like that though.
It is
you know, Hecate's a little like dark and mysterious. You got to put an umbrella on. You know, like
why not?
Yeah, no shade. However,
all the shade.
Oh my God, all the shade from Hecate. I got to be honest too, Amelia. When I found out I was hosting this, I have my own Hecate statue at my house that so I'll tell her things, tell her my secrets. So glad to have you. Oh man, goodness. Sterling, we'll go ahead and head off to you now too. Please say hello to everyone. Let them know what you do.
I'm Sterling Suleman. I voice Moros, and I guess I'm a bed. You know.
How did this become a furniture conversation?
I don't know, but I was like, I'm gonna do what they're doing. Improv 105 was saying that you have to do what they yes and.
I love it. We're back in elementary school. It's like, hi, say your name. What's your favorite color? What animal do you love the most? You know? Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Good Lord. Jason, I'm going to toss to you real quick. Say hello. Tell everybody who you are and what you're doing.
Hi, I'm Jason Marnoka, and I'm the voice of Odysseus. And I suppose I'd be a chaise lounge of some kind. I think that sounds nice. That sounds cozy.
Mr. Odysseus. Wow. It's Saturday, guys.
It's early.
It's getting bougie real fast. No, I love this. Oh my gosh. Jamie, I'm going to toss it to you next too. Please say hello as well. Tell everyone who you are and what you're doing here.
Hi, I'm Jamie Landrum. I voice Artemis and Nyx. I've thought about this the whole time when you guys started, and now I'm blanking again. I'm going to say I'm a vase. I like flowers, so I'll hold them.
I love that. You know what? All the flowers for you. You deserve your flowers.
You.
Get that. That's right. It's almost the end of 2025. We need to embrace it and manifest that. You deserve your flowers, Jamie. I hope they all come to you in spades.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Aaron, I'm going to toss it to you next as well. Same thing. Please say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Aaron Yvette, and I voiced Dora and Scylla. And I'm a double scoop ice cream cone.
Ooh, okay.
I like to make an impact, but get in and out real fast.
Stop it! I love it. Have you thought about this? Is this
no? When Matthew brought it up, it made me think of a chorus line. How there's the whole song about like, be a table, be a snow cone, and I was just thinking, I feel like ice cream cone.
Love a musical theater reference. Thank
I was
you.
just gonna say, yeah, we have a number of thespians in the group, myself included. So if you want to talk about musical theater, we can get there. We have Hades too. We need Hades the musical. I know we can do it. Like not the actual Hades one that exists right now. It needs to be the gameplay that is actually adapted to a musical format. We'll get there. It'll be okay, guys. Becca, please say hello as well. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and what you doing here.
Hello, I'm Becca. I voice Nemesis, and I am a croissant.
Oh, I
Yummy.
love that. Okay.
Croissant.
Croissant. Yeah, I was gonna say I have to pronounce it right. Yeah, I have French friends like don't even say croissant.
Sorry,
From
yes,
Texas, too, so-
croissant.
Croissant. No, you nailed it. Are you kidding me, Becca? You're great, and also very classy. I understand that for nemesis. I like it. Very, what am I trying to say? Enticing. Perhaps it might betray you, though. It might betray. We don't know. We don't know. And last but not least, Judy, please say hello to everyone. You are also just like battling a winter barrage up there. What's going on? You have some godlike experiences happening right now.
You know, weather can be quite unpredictable, and we are at the mercy of a storm right now. It's happening outside. I don't know if you can see, but it is snowing. There was a pretty big storm that came in last night and this morning, and that's why we came to the mountains to kind of chase the powder. And so my furniture item today will be probably a muddy pair of boots by the
Sounds about
door.
right.
Because
Sounds
you
about
know
right.
what, we're living. This is how it be. Despite the fact that Melinoi is barefoot, right? Like completely out of character. But
It applies. It applies. She's got muddy feet. It's fine. You know, I feel like Minaway would also just be a snowboarder because you were talking about that before we got on. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I agree.
It's-
I agree.
It's
Definitely
bonding
not
with
a
nature.
skier, right?
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
I like how I
Once again, guys,
unintentionally hijacked this from Hades 2 to date everything.
Yeah.
It's
I
fine.
know.
Stop. Okay.
Look,
we have
someone
some
had
gamers
to
here
do it.
too. Okay. We're gonna talk about date everything. We're gonna get
This
this
is
is
us
gonna be a very
Your
awkward
fault.
panel.
saying, hey.
I love this. I love this. I guess for me, I'm my desk chair right now. That is very ergonomic because I'm old. That's who I am. But everyone in chat, again, thank you guys so much for joining us. You have now met and introduced ourselves to all of our wonderful castmates. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. We want to answer all of the questions that we possibly can from Hades 2. We're going to be here for a little bit. If you guys have any questions you want to put in chat, I will happily showcase them here. Let's just say, like, there's a couple people who are saying hello, like, oh, hi. Nice to talk to you, Jenna. Thank you very much. Or Jonathan, excuse me. They were asking, this is just really random, but I like it. We can start off here. Favorite sport for you guys? And I honestly, let me ask this. Let's switch it up a little bit. Favorite sport in your characters? What sports would your characters like to play? That's right. I know. I threw you for a loop.
I think mine's easiest. Archery.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Matthew, I have to ask because you're Heracles too. I'm like, listen, that guy was all over the sports. He's like varsity jock. Come on.
I think I probably have to go with like Greco-Roman wrestling.
Oh wow.
That's what I was gonna
Very
say.
appropriate.
You can do the same, but sports have many fans. You can do the same one.
That's true. That's true. Amelia, can I ask from Hekate's realm? Like, I don't even know. Like, yeah, she seems like a
would
programmer of
I'd
sorts.
like to see it like slightly out of sync with the normal stuff, and I think she would probably do like dog trial type things, but with all the animals from the underworld. To do the exercise because she's done enough.
Love that.
She's got nothing to prove.
Oh yeah, no, she knows she's a bad bee. You know, we'll
Yeah.
keep it G-rated here, but she's a bad bee. We all know this. It's fine. Oh my gosh, Sterling, I gotta ask you too, please. What sport? What's your roster looking like, my friend?
You know, I'm thinking just like a little like pole vaulting just to get around, you know?
Yeah, very aerial,
Yeah.
very dynamic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. That's awesome. Jamie,
Although, do
what are
you
you
think
thinking?
the antlers? Do you think the antlers would get tangled up
That's a
at
good
some
point.
point on the landing?
Sometimes. Yeah, it's hazardous.
Yeah.
If anything,
Or
that
do you
speaks
think
to
you're
the
just
skill.
so aware of where they all are at all times? You're
It's
just
just
so
part of
graceful
it.
and majestic with them. Yeah.
That's what sets him apart from everybody else. So, like, this guy does
Right.
this with the antlers. Just a heads up. Like that does not stop him. Okay. Jamie, I'll see you too real quick. I see you being pensive over there. What do you
I
think?
went first. I said archery. I think I have the
Oh,
easiest
yeah, yeah,
one.
That's right. You said that. You know, that's why you were like, I'm
My
done.
girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know this game. That rules. I love it. I love it. Aaron, an answer from you, my friend.
Yeah, Dora's not watching sports.
Is she in the library reading the Greek mythology books like we talked about?
Also, kind of a waste of time. Like, just stare at a wall. I don't understand. Like, why do you need that level of stimulation?
She's got a battle going on inside of her. You know what? I get it.
And, yeah, and I think Skilla would want something pretty vicious. So, like, whatever the sport equivalent of the Hunger Games is, a gladiator fight to the death.
Oh boy.
Squid Games.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, is it
Squid
Squid
Games.
Honestly, pun intended. Oh my goodness. I love it. Becca, did you want to weigh in? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was inspired by the wrestling. I love that. I think just any kind of hand-to-hand combat where you can really smack somebody down, you know?
Sometimes you have to. You know what? Gotta clear someone every now and then. You know, don't start it, won't beat it. You know.
It's cathartic. It's necessary sometimes,
Thank
you know?
Also, I love the amount of times that like our colloquialisms are just like Greek related. So like cathartic. I'm like, oh yes, perfect for the Hades 2 panel. Yes, let's talk about catharsis. Shall we, fellow thespians? Yes, please. Jason, I'll throw it to you. What are you thinking, my friend?
Well, I want to say sailing on like those little ships with, right? Now, one could argue he's not necessarily great at it, but enjoys it nevertheless.
Progress.
Love it. Hey, you know what? That's up for debate, right? We'll let the message boards can figure out if Odysseus was actually the best sailor in the world, or is, it's like a Captain Jack Sparrow situation, where he's like, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm Odysseus. Of
Yeah,
course
like
I'm
he's
gonna
great
get
at
this."
sailing, just don't go that way.
Right, yeah, don't worry about that. Awesome. Well, like I said before, we have a couple of other questions that I've tailored from the internet. They're a little bit more focused on acting. You guys are wonderful, talented voice actors. We want to make sure that we get a little insight into your process and how you guys approach these prolific roles and characters that have existed for centuries. So, you know, I'm very interested to hear how you guys, made it your own, how you put a bit of yourselves into the characters. We'll start with you, Aaron. I'm just curious, did you draw any inspiration from any other real mythological depictions of Melanie, or did you just focus on like your own interpretation with Supergiant?
You're talking to Judy?
Oh, Judy, I apologize. Yes, I apologize.
So
Yes,
is it
thank
me?
you.
Is it
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Sorry. Judy,
Yes,
go ahead.
yes, Judy. Let's see. I mean, my answer is going to be kind of like straightforward. Like I went with what the audition sides kind of delineated for me. We were like, okay, we're going for young, very dutiful, very responsible, vicious. There's a lot of redemption in the picture, and so really painted a pretty clear picture for me, from the get-go. But once I got to know her, and once we got into recording and got into, less of the revenge plot and more of the levity of things, I would say that to me, Malinois feels like a little bit like a Leslie Knope. And we channeled that a little bit.
Okay.
She just loves her job. She lives for it. She won't admit it per se. But there is an element of like living for the duty, living for the job, and also killing Kronos. So, like those two things, we like got to push and pull on those two things a lot. And that was really fun. Yeah. I don't know if
Oh, I was going to say, I'm going to chime in because
Please.
Dora's sides for the audition listed April Ludgate, so it's a perfect fit.
they knew what they were doing.
They knew.
Oh my
They
God.
knew.
Okay, I kind of love that too, and like I'm a big Parks and Rec fan too. So the Leslie Knope dynamic with April Ludgate, like the cinematic gold, please. And since you mentioned that, Aaron, and your audition sides too, like similarly, I know obviously a lot of actors like take a bit of themselves to put into the character. Now these are mythological characters. They're obviously not real people. They're hyper accentuated. These are humans on max, on level 11. So you coming in to read for any of the characters that you did, including Doris, like how did you approach that also? Like she's muted, but has a lot of character behind her.
Yeah, I mean, I generally think that that's if you're going to do a quote unquote like monotone, deadpan character, you got to find the nuances. Otherwise, boy, is that really boring and tedious to listen to. And I do think like Dora has these little glimmers of like, it's interesting to see when she starts to care about Mel, about literally anything, about opening up to hanging with her shades that she likes to throw shade at, but like, come on, like open your heart a little bit. So finding those little nuances was really fun. But yeah, and then for Skilla, it was finding the dynamic between kind of her persona, her performance, like, oh, welcome to my superstardom, and then what it looks like when you piss her off and how drastically it changes and her opinion of you can shift on a dime. And yeah, it was just about finding levels for both of them, I guess.
Understandable. And I was going to ask just a quick follow-up question too. So you mentioned Skilla's wrath. Same thing. It seems like from what people have said is like, do not mess with her. She will destroy you. Absolutely. Now knowing again that like mythologically, yeah, this is a very fearful creature. This is something you should avoid too. But there's still, you put so much charm into the performance. Like you still made her very like almost vulnerable in a way. Like, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, I think generally just the pitch of Skilla is really interesting. Like the idea of a siren who is actually kind of like bummed that the result of her beautiful singing is that her audience keeps dying. And it's just like, I have to keep finding new people to love me. This is so much work. But yeah, I think that is where her vulnerability comes from, right? Is from this idea of like, just genuinely wants to sing and wants to kind of be adored and admired. And for some reason, every time she gets really close, they die. It's just a tragedy, a Sisyphusian tragedy, you know? And then I think Mel is her ultimate kind of like foil, and yet maybe exactly what she's always wanted is someone who keeps coming back. It's nice.
That's true. Oh, that's like actually very sweet and poetic, pun intended, once again. But I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Thank you, come back. I also love just the humor in Hades too, and a lot of people in chat have been mentioning this also. It's like, if you love mythology or you like the basis of all of these stories and all these amazing prolific characters, then you add a twist of comedy to it. That's Hades, baby. I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, I'm here for it. You gotta be a little cheeky, a little charmy when you're dealing with Greek mythology.
and
Amelia, I got
you
to
make
this
them
one.
all kind of
please.
hot, you know what I mean?
Well, that too. Listen, hang on. You can check out my fanfics after this. All right. You can. I'll send them to you, Judy. Don't worry. I'll email you. It's okay. Oh my goodness, Amelia. I had one question from this is from X, if you don't mind. And we'd like to talk a little bit about Hecate and just her again. Same thing, like the menacing aura of Hecate. But you play her as both kind of like a mentor while mixing the force of mystery in there. Like, how did you find the right balance between like almost this motherly? It's almost like a little bit of a matriarchal feeling behind her, but she's got some secrets, you know?
Yeah, I think it kind of needed that balance, right? And it was all right there in the script. It felt very clear how she was feeling, that there is that sense of power and that business, like we're going to do this. This is what I'm for. This is what I am raising Malinois to do. But there's a person underneath it all, and she's been through a lot for a very long time, and she is tired, and she doesn't want to mess this up. So there's a lot of vulnerability in there, and then there's a lot of little hints of wanting things for herself. Looking at you, Jason, like little hints of that person coming out underneath. And I think a lot of people have enjoyed the moments of comedy that we put in there. And there's a lighter little wry smack. She's got that kind of like a little hint of Maggie Smith about her, just like, oh dear, no, we're not doing that. I think that's what brings powerful characters to life, because they have to be fighting for something, right? And all of these characters are fighting for something. It's just where their motivation is. So if you make it just, I am a god and I am fighting because I'm dominant, I'm like, that's not fun to watch. You want to watch all the complex little relationships with people and how they grow and change, and even the way that, you know, Malinois opening up areas of the map, opening up the bathing pool, right? Showing that vulnerability of somebody who's held themselves so still and steady and businesslike for so very long, being taught how to love herself and relax a little bit is just so cool to watch.
I love that too. And like, we all have complex characters as well. If I may, Amelia, I saw a few comments that related your performance with Hecate, excuse me, almost as like Angelina Jolie doing Maleficent. It's like, oh my God, thank you. There is a you know what,
yes, I will take that compliment and I will keep it, but quietly, because I'm English.
Listen,
I can't deal with that.
You have the vulnerability, you have these very human emotions that are behind her too. But I'm with you, and especially it's 2026. I'm like, girl, I'm done. Listen, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, just that slight weariness of like, please don't make us do this again.
Here we go again. Goodness. Sterling, on that note too, we did have one question. This is from Facebook. And they were asking, with your performance with Moros, like you have this almost like, I guess the best way to describe it is like a timeless sound to your voice, or like very ethereal. Like what, can you talk to us about like how you approach the read for Moros?
Yeah, I mean, I would sometimes run into obstacles with this, but it was like definitely keeping him kind of stoic. There's like he's got like stoic emo vibe to him that is very opposite from my own personality. And it was fun to play with that, and then slowly over time, kind of break away and add humor and like a little more levity as it went on. But like there was this sense of like you said, timelessness and just like, yeah, like age almost.
Gotcha. No, I love that. Yeah, like you were saying, and I mean, I think we're all a mix of different ages here, but maybe we all feel like we're very old and timeless now. We've been through a lot, quite a bit. But no, again, I think you captured that very otherworldly feel in your performance, and I like that. Like someone who's lived multiple lives as they approach this new situation. I'm like, I love that. That was pretty cool.
And if I may interject, I think one of my favorite things about Moros' performance is that you managed to maintain this air of like regality, but also this tenderness and this like softness, despite being the embodiment of doom. So like all these different colors, you know, all these different things to like pull from your reads, and like you managed to play with all of those facets, and I really enjoyed that aspect of your performance.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Absolutely. I think for everyone here too, and I'll just say, like, I mean, with a lot of like characters and all the artistic renditions that have happened already with these mythological characters, like a lot of it's very, very like, I don't know, big, bold, boisterous, but you guys make it so complex. Like everyone, especially who has like a very dark character, very like not monotone character, but you guys make it so fun for the game player. So thank you.
Can I just, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I know.
No, Judy, get in here,
like,
co-host.
I feel like that's just, I mean, everybody's performances were I found them so delicious. Underlying it all, though, I would love to say that that's a testament to the writing, and that's a testament to the directing, and Darren and Greg, and their presence in session. And it's just, it's just such a treat for me. I can only speak for myself, but as an actor to be in a project where that was a goal, is to make these characters 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, you know what I mean? And so, including time or whatever. So like, I think, I would love to just shout out to the team because I love them so much.
You can speak for all of us. We'll let you.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
love it. Oh my goodness. No, sincerely though, guys, like shout out to everyone involved in the Hades 2 cast, everyone working at Supergiant who had made this come to life. I feel like you guys are very aware, but the fan base is massive, myself included, and you guys have just been a very a cultural movement with this game series. So just thank you guys for allowing us to be a part of your world and your voice acting world with these beautiful characters. On that note, I did have one question real quick. This is for you, Matthew, if you're up for it. And perhaps you've had this before at conventions. I hope I'm not, beating a dead horse here. A lot of people have been asking because of how popular the Disney movie Hercules was. I know it's a very tone shift from Hades themselves, but I guess
Right.
all that being said, you have a little bit of some pressure there. It's okay, you got this big video series that happened, a major point in Disney's history. However, you're coming in as Hercules. How did you approach the character read?
Look, linking it to sort of conventions and things. One of the things is as an actor, you're always no, I within my purview, I have some range. And what I've realized is when I look at everything I've done, it doesn't matter what IP it is. Generally, I'm kind of grumpy and short, but inherently good. So I don't actually have any range. I've got one thing that I do, and that's kind of be a lovable dick. So what I've kind of embraced is sort of where, when an audition or something comes in, I'll look at it and go okay, what is where's the bit where this character is actually good? And so you take Heracles in this, and he's a little unwelcoming at first, perhaps, but he as you sort of playing through the game, he comes to actually respect and appreciate and play very well with with the player. And it turns out that's kind of my my wheelhouse. And so As I've got older, I've realized that I should just stay in my wheelhouse.
Hey, you know what? Hey, do what you know best. Also, you're not a one-trick pony, Matthew. You're very versatile. I know. I believe in you. You can believe in yourself. But no, I love that. That's awesome. And also, again, just like as we said before, voice actors connect a bit of themselves to their characters. So if you feel like that is your strength, again, pun intended, then you should utilize it. Absolutely. And you killed it. I loved it.
Thank you. And like you know, as Judy said, that especially when you're doing a game where you know it's not necessarily long conversations. It's sort of little excerpts here and there. The quality of the writing can vary, and in this one it's universally high, which makes it so much easier. Like the number of times when you come in to do a session and you look at the script and you go, oh, I just have to say the lines and get the hell out of the way. Oh, brilliant. Like those are the best.
I love that though. Okay.
Yeah,
noted,
this
noted.
whole
Again,
game was
shout out
so
to the
well written.
writers. Yeah.
So well written.
Can we get, is it okay? I've been watching a lot of Legally Blonde also. So can we get some snaps for the writers, guys? Just like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
little
Oh,
good
yeah.
feels
All
right.
the
Thank you guys.
snaps.
Thank you guys so much. It's a Greek chorus. They're in a sorority. It's fine. It makes sense. I'm trying to tie it all in here. Jamie, I'll toss this one to you too. We had one question from Instagram. They were asking, you play both Artemis and Nyx. So how did you also approach the differences in those characters? Because there's some similarities, but they're noticeably contrasting each other in the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm like some similarities maybe, but I think they're really different, and it's a joy for me to be able to do both. I have maybe the most fun doing record. I mean, I don't know how your guys' go, but I have a blast being able to do both whenever I do my recording sessions with Darren. Yeah, I also have had the joy of doing these characters in both games. So in the original Hades and of course now in the sequel, and they've both changed so much in that time. So it's so cool to find not only differences between the two characters, but the differences between them in the first game and the second. Yeah, and I love both of them equally for very different reasons. I love Artemis's journey from in game one kind of being more awkward and unsure about her relationship with Zag to in Hades 2, seeing her kind of step into her own and having this really strong and powerful relationship with Mel and with all of her sisters. And Nyx having such a close relationship with Zag in the first game, that kind of like motherly presence for him versus not necessarily having that with Mel and trying to kind of find her footing there. So yeah, it's been super cool to just explore two completely different characters and get to have so much fun with both of them.
That's awesome. I love that. And like, that's the joy of voice acting too, right? You're able to be like, showcase your range, Jamie, if you don't mind. Just show us what you do. Oh my goodness.
I'll send
Along
my
with that-
vocal resume.
Oh, please. Thank you. I have MP3, please. MP3.
You got
ABC
it.
format.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We had one follow-up question too, and I figured I'd ask right now. Along with you and Aaron, you both are playing two characters within the series that are somewhat like, again, some similarities, but mostly a little bit contrasting. Were there any lines that you used specifically to find the character? Or once you said it, you went, that's it. That this is Artemis and this is Nyx for me.
That's a good question. I don't know if it's a line so much as it's just a feeling. Artemis definitely to me feels more heightened, and for Nyx, I definitely have to drop into her. So yeah, I don't know if it's a specific line that I say that's like, oh yes, this is
Just
this
the
person.
energy, yeah. You
But
get
yeah,
it.
the energy for me is definitely what gets me there.
I got
Do
you.
you,
And I would
do you
love to later
stand or
on. Okay,
sit
please.
like differently for those two?
What'd you say?
Did you stand or sit like differently for each one?
Honestly, I haven't thought about it, but now that you're saying it, yeah. With Nyx, I think I definitely do sit more with good posture. She's much more elegant and formal in the way that she speaks. And Artemis, I think I definitely move around a lot more during my takes. Yeah, that's such an interesting point that I had not honestly thought
Amelia,
of
I'm
myself.
so glad you
but
brought that up. That's literally was gonna be my follow-up questions. I was like, okay, I know actors like myself included, we like change our physicality. I'm like, okay,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing the booth. And like another joy of voice acting is you can make as many moves as you want. Look like a
Right.
total weirdo as long as it sounds
You
great.
don't know.
Sounds great. We got
As long as you
the
stay on mic, like one of those rotational owls.
yeah.
Oh my god, stop. Yeah. I mean, like in a number of sessions where it's like, are you wearing your pajamas? I'm like, yes, please.
Are we? They'll never
Come
know.
here to be
I
called
need
out
this.
like this. What the hell? Wow.
I'm one of you. I'm one of you. It's okay. Oh, goodness. Jason, I'm going to toss this one to you real quick. We're just going over everyone's characters and, again, how they related to finding their character, especially with these being very, again, prolific, very big roles to fill yourself into, godlike roles, if I may. So, with Odysseus, not a god, however, has a godlike quality to him, has this epic behind him. How did you come in to find your version of Odysseus?
Well, I mean, I guess it's sort of I remember thinking to some degree that, like, I mean, he's already dead, right? So he sort of I looked at it as like he has this legend already behind him. So in the underworld, he almost has to sort of play the great tactician rather than just being the great tactician. He sort of has to play Odysseus, you know what I mean? He has to live up to the legend. He has to be sort of charming and affable and, like, so that when he has more vulnerable moments, that can sort of melt away, which I thought was a lot of fun to do. So he was, and I play a lot of like bad guys and monsters. So it was a very interesting thing to get to play like this kind of attractive Odysseus character, Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. I did.
Oh my goodness. No, I love that energy too as well. And society makes monsters, right?
Sure.
Like, they're just misunderstood, Jason. You're just misunderstood. It's okay.
That's all.
Oh my goodness. Real quick, guys, we are at the halfway mark for this panel. And again, I'm so excited. Everyone's been here with us and we're having a blast. Thank you guys so much in chat for just coming in, asking your questions, and supporting the cast of Hades 2 as they push for Game of the Year. We know we can do it, guys. Let's get all that good energy. Just like all the prayers up, pray up, get that ready to go. My friend Rob, who works at Streamly with me, is also very excited to be showcasing a few new prints and items that we have at Streamly.com that you can go check out. Rob, would you mind rolling that clip when you're ready, my friend? Yeah, boy, there we go. Oh my goodness, I love seeing everybody rock out as we're watching this too. Like, that made me so happy. It goes hard, guys, just like the prints do. We have prints for every single person that you see here on the panel. Please go check them out right now. You can scan the QR code on screen to take you to the Hades 2 collection on Streamly.com. Go grab yourself a print, especially in time for the holidays. You only have so many weeks until you have to give your loved one a gift. And what else could you give them but the gift of godliness? The godliest gift that you could possibly give them, a Hades 2 cast poster. Let's go. Oh my gosh, keeping the momentum going too. Becca, I saw you jamming out, by the way, going pretty hard. And then when the video was going, I was like, oh, I relate with you. Oh my goodness. Now for Nemesis, maybe she's not that like hardcore of a rocker or anything, but there's also a little bit of edginess going on there. Obviously it's Nemesis. Do you mind telling us a little bit about your character journey and how you found her voice?
Yeah, I was saying to someone recently that when I got the audition, I was like, oh, I don't know why I got this. This is really like not like me at all. And the description was very brief. It was like cold, messenger, stoic or something. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, I'm just gonna try something and see. And I just like had a voice that came to me immediately. Like I wasn't thinking about anything in particular. It was just kind of a feeling. And I was like really like in the ground. Like my feet were in the ground. And then they were like, oh, we would like you to play this role. I was like, me? For this? It was very shocking. So, and then when I found out what it actually was for, I lost my mind. Because this game is really important and it happens to be my partner's favorite game and my sister's favorite game. And I happen to thrash around to all the music to it in the living room for all of the pandemic. So I was shook. And the thing about Nemesis that I really love about her is I think she's hilarious. I also think that I'm hilarious, but in a different way. But this is so interesting because I always focus on like the things that make her different from me. But I just realized that like she committed to her bit so hard that it like became her entire personality. And I think I do I think I do that too. Like I will not let go of a bit. If I think something's funny, I'm just gonna do it forever.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
You're like, this is my joke, my time. You can
Always
ride with
commit
this.
to
Okay.
the bit.
good.
You know,
I've done
right?
improv before. This is improv 101, guys.
You gotta commit.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Also, just like that feeling must have been amazing to find out that you were cast. And again, that's like Hades 2 is like this big series. Everyone's excited about it, and you are playing the role of Nemesis. Like that is so cool.
I was
just-
on the floor. Actually, like I fell to the ground.
Oh, Becca.
Like in
Becca.
a great way. But
I was gonna say, congrats to you. I mean, everyone in chat saying the same thing. Like, y'all killed it. This is a great voice cast. I have to ask real quick though, too. Judy, are you okay? Come in, Judy.
Yes,
Have the gods taken you out, Judy? Are you okay?
You guys, I am out in the field and the storm is getting really bad. No, but it is actually like the camper is getting like buffeted by wind, so I do think that it's going to be time for me
That's
to
all right.
head to shelter
Literally
soon.
Godspeed. Yes, yeah. Go
yes.
to the temple. Go pray.
Yeah,
Go to
I
the
have
temple.
a few minutes though. I think until we start the car. Oh, I am supposed to start the car. Hold on. Yeah.
This is amazing. Oh my
Okay, here we
goodness.
go. Yeah.
I'm
and
just
then-
imagining like a fanfic where Melanie's experiencing all of this, and we're like, "It's okay, girl. You're gonna make it
I'm
through.
like,
It's gonna be all
what
right."
is snow? The underworld doesn't have weather. Like,
Oh my god, it's always just like dark and rainy, like all the time. It's weird.
but I
That's
am okay for
amazing.
now. I've got a few more minutes. I'm going to stay as long as I possibly can. So
Appreciate
yeah,
you.
I'm
Well, then I'll
enjoying
ask you too. You will be the first one to start off this question. I got this in chat, and I love this. This is for like general gamer question. Hopefully, you guys have played enough to know a little bit, but you with your acting as well. It's from David, and he says, "What's your favorite power or skill of your characters?" So we'll start off again. Judy, we'll start with you before the storm takes you, before the Furies come and fly you away. What do you think?
Man, that's such a hard one. Because I love the coat of the. Oh man, the black coat is so cool. But I think my favorite. I gotta go back to the basics. I think it's Limon Oros, and it's the attack. It's the long press attack that. It's the Omega attack for your attack, and you like teleport behind the enemy and you slash them with Limon Oros. And I love a good traversal across the map, and like it makes me feel really agile, and it's like I feel like that does embody a little bit of Malinois's like fast feet kind of like, you know, like in the cinematic for the one of the trailers, you see like a scene of her like patting her feet as she like starts to run, and I love that so much. Her like bare little toes, you know.
I love it. Little like a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee kind of energy, you know, like
Yes,
too fast for you, too fast for you.
Exactly, and
I love
I
it.
do love Limon Oros for that reason. Just for the same reason that in Hades 1, I loved the mitts, the gloves, because they were so fast. I love spamming, and I love like just, you know, just going ham, and so I think that
Oh,
that's
Judy.
for me. That's probably. For me,
I'm a
yeah.
button masher too. I'm like, you're speaking my language right now. I feel you. I see you. I understand. No, I love that. Okay, so you got the speed, the aerial dynamic going on. I love this for you, Becca. If I may ask you next, we're just gonna go in reverse order, guys. Let's just go down the line.
Okay, I just want to say that I really, really, really love how Nemesis runs. This is not particularly a skill, but the way she's like, I met Nikita, who does the literal physicalization with his own body and then animates it, which was a great, cool honor. And I just love how like hugely she runs. It's so like slow and heavy, the opposite of Judy. And I'm just obsessed with how she looks when she runs. It's like really, really entertaining.
I feel like she doesn't need to run.
No,
she
exactly.
glides. She
She
glides. You know.
Yeah, she stomps a little bit. There's a stomp and a glide that's
I
happening.
like that
yeah.
though. Stomp, stab, glide in that order. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's ABA up on the D-pad. Okay.
Yeah, and then pay me money,
There you go.
or
there
I
you go.
give you money. Yeah.
No, Becca, I'll send you a Venmo after this. Jason, I will ask you the same thing. What powers are Odysseus using that you're just all about?
I think he drinks like a champ at the taverna. So, I mean, there's that, right? I freely admit I haven't tried the game yet, so I'm like, I don't know. It's sitting on my Switch, and I can play it, but I'm so not a gamer that I'm like, this is going to make me go brittle inside, isn't it? I'm terrified of this. I'd rather watch everyone else play it, and I'm delighted to do that.
Well, Jason, that's the beauty of streaming also. And same thing with here, guys. Thank you, everyone in chat, for joining us for these streams, too. I will note that this stream will be available on the YouTube Streamly channel for indefinitely, forever. As long as the God's willing, it will be there. So
There you go.
please,
So you
again,
can listen to my non-answer as many
That's
times
right.
as you want.
Listen, I'm a gamer, Jason. I'll tell you the number of times where I'm like, I'm going to buy this game and never play it.
Oh,
Just never play it. It's just going to sit there looking great. Matthew, I'll toss it to you next. What kind of powers is Hercules wailing right now?
Well, so I'm sort of similar to Jason. My reason is twofold. One, I am terrible at video games. Like, I am so bad at them that my wife and I keep joking that we should start streaming us playing our own games and just getting annihilated by like 12-year-olds who are just going like, you have to be faking that you're this bad, and us being like, no, we literally don't. Like games where you're like, no, there's a setting which is God mode where you can't die. I still die. I've had devs come to me and be like, what do you mean you died? I said, I died. They said, we designed it so you can't die. I went, well, I broke your game.
You're welcome. Some beta testing there, yeah.
Yeah. But what I will say is the one thing that I do remember, which is not as much Heracles' move himself, but the what is it, the trinket that he can give, the line fang that like increases you by like 30%, sort of similar to like he sort of like Jason or I like to watch the games rather than play them. I like that Heracles is like, no, I'm going to give it to you and you go do the job, and then I'll just take credit for it later.
That's great. Just like, hey, it sounds like your dad. Something your dad would do. Just throwing that out there real quick. Yeah. Just making sure. Oh my goodness. And also, Matthew, no shame. I have an 8 and a 6-year-old, and they can kick my butt in video games. So it's zero shame. Yeah. All the 13-year-olds online, calm down. Please. My ego can only take so much bruising. Aaron, same with you. What kind of moves are you looking at right now for Dora or Skilla?
Dora doesn't have moves other than
If she could have
moving from the taverna back to Mel's hole. But for Skilla, I mean, it's less a move and more just an animation, which is her headbang. When she's following you around and she just like goes for it. But also, like, I just have to shout out how the entirety of Skilla's boss fight is designed, with the dynamic of like knocking out each performer and hearing you lose that stem in the soundtrack. And then also shout out to Charybdis and how gnarly that boss fight is when he gets involved and just starts shooting tentacle spikes at you.
As you do,
Yeah.
as a water monstrosity, but like I love it too. I've seen the headbanging also, and like fellow rocker here, I'm like, that's right. What's up, Skill? I feel you. I'll meet you in the mosh pit. It'll be great. I love it. Jamie, I'll toss it to you as well for Artemis and or next. What are some powers you're looking at? What do you like?
You got another non-gamer over here, but
okay, guys.
I will give what I think is still a good answer, which is Artemis's best power in this game is the power of song. It's so cool that she sings in this game, voiced by the unbelievable Ashley Barrett. Her duet with Mel, I could literally listen to all day long. It could be playing in the background of my day forever, and I would never get sick of it.
I love it. I love it. Also, yeah, just shout out to anyone who's doing like singing voices and roles as well. Like, please go check out all of their discography, if I may, because I was doing some research and it seems like they also have a few singles out. They have some EPs out. So please go check out their work. Shout out to everyone involved. That's amazing. And the soundtrack is, again, chef's kiss. Love it. Amelia, same with you. Do you know of any of Hecate's powers that you wish to wield?
Yeah, and there's only one answer to this that is correct, and it's turning people into a sheep. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Who doesn't want to do that? It's funny, and I get to be snarky about it as well. Just like, you're a sheep now, aren't you? You look silly.
Oh,
Enjoy.
I love it.
Yeah, there's
Insult
no
to
other
injury.
part to this answer. That's it. I want to be able to do that in real life. It'd be funny.
I think I'm with you. You know, if someone's giving me a bad day, I'll be like, oh, you're about to have a bad day. Okay, listen. Sterling, I'll toss it to you as well. Oh, thank you. I know I'm very cheesy, but hey, listen. Sterling, toss it to you as well. What kind of powers what's Morrow's wielding?
We got another non-gamer here, but I do like that. I like that his attacks linger. I just love a potent linger. Wish I could have that in my real life. One of the worst things is just hanging out.
Linger. You're still here.
We love
Yeah.
a potion Linger.
I played Linger plus 10. Of course I'm going to be here like all night. That's amazing. Well, on that note too, like, okay, we talked a little bit about the gameplay itself. And again, no shame for anyone who doesn't game. This is this is a safe place. This is a safe space. Everyone's just talking about their experiences with the game anyways. And again, if you do play in chat, thank you guys so much. Please go check it out as well. We have a little bit of time left to answer a little bit more of like technical questions, if you guys are okay with that. I feel like we got one more big one for the audience that a lot of people have asked. What was it like with the Supergiant process? And for anyone who wants to get into voice acting, specifically video game voice acting, what kind of like advice can you give people? Let's go ahead and start this one off. Judy, I gotta start with you because again, you're running from a blizzard. I'm worried about you.
I think I am minutes away. I would say, and I have a few. I'm like starting to make content on my Instagram and on TikTok. This is a new venture for me, so be patient with me, you guys. But I am starting a little series about what it was like for me and how I got started and my advice for fledgling voice actors or for prospective voice actors. And is that my number one advice would be to record yourself. Record yourself. It doesn't matter if it's on Pro Tools or if it's a voice note on your phone, but record yourself with the intention that you're trying to express the emotion that you have in your head as you say this piece of dialogue, and listen back and calibrate whether or not what you're feeling when you say the line is what it sounds like you were feeling when you're listening back, because a lot of the times they will not be the same. And like trying to get that space to be less and less and trying to make your intention be what you absorb when you're listening back, especially if you take some time away from it and come back, if you take some space from it, and getting those two things to align is the goal. So like that all begins with recording yourself. And Ringo agrees.
Thank you, Ringo. Ringo, thank you very much. Your check is in the mail, Ringo. I appreciate you stopping by today. No, that's fantastic advice as well. And I'm sure everyone will agree. Yeah, absolutely. Record yourself, just play back, start to get familiar with some voices. Excuse me. Speaking of voice, I'm losing mine, but we're gonna make it, guys. It's okay. Becca, I'll toss this one to you as well. Can you speak on your experience with Supergiant, and then also again, like any advice you have for voice actors?
Yes, I had the best time. Just the best time ever. It was so fun every session. I was like on top of the world. I really, really loved getting to kind of like explore what actually specifically was happening in every line. And someone already said this, I think Judy, but like working with, or Jamie said it, working with Darren was so fun. Can you imagine? It was so delightful. It was like there was so much room to play and explore and just like find things in the moment. And I think, yeah, it was a cool experience for me because I don't think I've ever really played a character like this like at all before. I'm usually the really silly, cuckoo bananas one. So this was a really cool, fun challenge because there would be moments when I would feel like, a line about my mother Nyx, and there'd be a lot of big feelings of like, anger and sadness and grief and so many things. And me, the actor, Becca, would be like, and then I'd be like, okay, well, I have to put a huge lid on this and smash it down, and then I can talk about it as Nemesis. So it was kind of cool to see, like what learn what I needed to do to get to the place that Nemesis like lives in on purpose. Yeah.
The training behind the voice. No, I love that. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. And then the advice was the second part of the question.
Yeah. Any general advice for like voice actors or people who want to get into the industry?
Yeah. I think you can like audit classes. I think that's a thing. I did that one time. It was really cool. I learned a lot. And just, I think like just observing like what you love when you are playing a game or watching an animation or whatever, any kind of like voiceover thing is involved. Just like making note of the things that you really respond to and that move you, like what kinds of characters you love and what kinds of, like the tone or the vibe of the game or the show. And just, like make a little treasure box for yourself of the things that you like and then start to play with them on your own. Like Judy was saying, like, just like just like read stuff out loud.
I love it. I love that you
and
described it as like
sing.
treasure box. That's kind of
Yeah.
awesome. The voice acting treasure box, guys. Remember
Yeah,
this.
collect your things.
Your box of tools. No, I love this.
Yeah.
Jason, do you have a voice acting treasure box that we can peek into? Is that okay?
Oh gosh,
While
do
you're
I?
in your
Yeah.
secret-
I mean, you open it and it goes no, so you have to close it again. But yeah, but yeah, honestly, working on Hades 2 was it was definitely everything that everyone said. It was wonderful. It was hilarious. Darren and I were constantly making Greek mythology cracks the entire time, which was delightful. And yeah, again, like I usually play like kind of like monsters and scary characters and stuff. So getting to dip into something like Odysseus, who's a little more, chill, and he's not a villain in the story, is quite something. And for a guy like Odysseus to be chill is quite an achievement anyway. He had a lot going on.
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, honestly, and to discuss like what I would recommend, I mean, classes is definitely a big thing. Some sort of performance, something it is a craft after all, right? So it's something that, there's never any point where it's like, yes, I've made it. I'm a voice actor. I don't need to learn anything else. It is a constant learning process. So always be open to, learning from your castmates, especially in the rare instance where you get to record in a room together. Like just always watch your peers, like always, okay, what are they doing? Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Like you can find so many things that you can then put into your own screaming toolbox if you want to. So yeah.
Okay, I'm a little concerned now too. I love Screaming Toolbox, by the way, new band.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely gonna play. That's like a Pandora's box kind of situation. I feel like we're creating our own mythology here. I like this a lot. The Screaming Toolbox for voice actors. Oh no, Aaron. Please be cautious around that Screaming Toolbox. But
Yeah, we don't talk about the box. We don't open the box.
Yeah, what's in the
Enough
box?
about the
You don't wanna
box,
know.
you guys.
You don't want to know.
She's really self-conscious about it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, everything, I ditto to everything that's been said. I mean, I think in terms of when I go into a new game session, the ideal, situation is that the person behind the glass directing you has the perfect amount of knows what they want and is open to collaboration and play. And why Hades is as good as it is because Darren and Greg are in like perfect harmony about what they want and also equally open and trust their actors and cast people that I think they trust to like play around in their world and know that we will be aligned with their vision. So like it just doesn't really get better than working with this team. So it really is like I've been a fan of Supergiant since Bastion and this was the first time I've had to be able to audition for them, and I felt the pressure because I was like, I need this, I want this so bad, and I'm so grateful and thankful that it worked out because it was everything I had hoped for and more. And in terms of someone wanting to get into this, especially if we're talking games, I think I think a very common line is it's acting first. A lot of people have the misconception that voice acting is just voices, and every voice actor will tell you, no, focus on acting and knowing how to make strong choices first. But when it comes to games, I think that it's also important to acknowledge like the variety of voice acting and like acting stylizations that exist within this genre. So if you love one single game type, that's awesome. Like explore what it is you love about that, but also know that if you want to work in this business, you have to be able to adapt to what other games and their specific like tonal world requires. And I don't mean to say that in terms of like silly voices you can do, but in terms of like there's really nuanced specific things you have to do to make your acting choices live within the world that these game developers have built. It sounds very like ethereal and hard to grasp and intangible, but it's just like if you play games, that just pay attention to like what is it about this world that I'm connecting with and these characters that I'm connecting with, and how can I kind of play around in that specific sandbox and then do it with all the sandboxes.
I love it. I love it. Also very ethereal, yes, but we're playing with our own pantheon here, guys.
That's
Our own
right.
little pantheon here. That's right. You find a pantheon and you'll make it work. Jamie, I'll ask the same thing to you as well. What was your experience with Supergiant and just any voice acting tips you have?
Yeah, so this is my third game with Supergiant, which is amazing. I tell people all the time that if you are ever wondering if the people who make your favorite game, if they're as awesome as you think they are, the answer is yes. They are just truly, truly the best, like all so cool, so funny, so chill, and just as other people have touched on, like give the perfect balance of structure and freedom when you're working with them, which is amazing. Yeah, it's been the best, incomparable. And what's been so cool about this game compared to my previous two is that we all got to meet, or at least a lot of us got to meet each other just a couple weeks ago. And so like we all got to see how cool everyone else is in person, which is amazing. And yeah, in terms of advice, I mean, everyone has spoken so much about it. Don't want to like repeat too much, but the advice that I typically give is what Aaron was kind of saying, which is just acting first. I meet a lot of people who talk about voice acting and they can do voices, and that's so amazing, but it does have to come from an acting perspective. And so exactly what people were saying, class, anything that you can get yourself into to further your experience is going to help you. So that's what I would say.
Nice. No, I completely agree. And also, yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of the same like answers for these questions too. It's like acting classes, etc. But I will ask Sterling, because we're tossing to you in a second. I do want to hear your experience with Supergiant. What's some advice you can give for video game voice acting specifically, if you had to?
Yeah, I mean, working on this game was really great, and like, I won't say what other people said, but they really painted a world for you. You never had to wonder what was happening, and like the amount of instruction, it really helped. Like I never had to wonder what my character was doing, just kind of got to play with it. And then I'd say for advice, equally with that, it's knowing there's not one way to do it. So knowing that you can do a variety of things, that when you get the part, you're going to do it a bunch of different ways and they're going to pick their favorite take. There's not like this one thing you have to do. And I'd say even with advice, it's like really getting to know your voice and your instrument instead of trying to, do what someone else says. Like you can have fun voices, but a lot of the work comes from your specific tone and your specific kind of personality that you bring it. Kind of like what Matthew was saying when he was like, I'm always kind of playing the same thing. It's like, yeah, most of us kind of play the same thing all the time because that's what they like. It's like our voice. And then just one more story for this. When my first day on this game, I got on with Darren and he was like, hey, I've been to your house. And I was like, what? Like, who are you? And then, it was because he went to high school with my roommate way back when, like 10 years before. And he was like, yeah, we got drinks. And I was like, what? So crazy. But then moving on, he was the best the whole time. But I just thought that was insane.
No, I love that. Small world, right? Small world.
Yeah.
Again, I joked about Deus Ex Machina before, but that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. Oh my God. Goodness. Amelia, I will also toss it to you as well. Please tell us some memories you have of Supergiant, and also kind of the same question, like what was your experience with like video game voice acting? How does that differ from just like dubbing experience or otherwise?
Right. Honestly, like I can echo what everybody else says, but what really struck me, because every relationship between an actor and a director is completely unique, and like half of the early days of working on any project is finding out how you communicate together, what your vibe is, so that you can get something that is fun for you to do, that gets the right results, and you get out of the booth on time, right? They were so great. Darren is phenomenal at keeping the mood really light and really fun, but communicating exactly enough to get you to give what he needs without like putting rails on there that you have to follow. The communication was phenomenal, and it felt so effortless that every session was really, really fun. As for video game voice acting, I don't know, it's been home for me because I grew up, I did, stage and screen and voice and mocap and everything, and it felt, and then went, no, I should probably go and do a degree in something scientific, and I did psychology. And then just this perfect sweet spot between all those skills came together when video games developed the way that they have, and I can bring all those things into play. As for advice for people starting out, I would say, like, aside from the obvious, like train in acting, get good at sight reading, ignore the punctuation. I'm going to get on a soapbox here. Punctuation is here to communicate meaning, and once you've understood the meaning, ignore it. Nobody puts a pause in before they say somebody else's name. It's awful, isn't it, Erin? It's weird. That's weird. Nobody talks like that doing it. But aside from that, just like try and keep an open mind. Try and get to know you and what makes you unique, because you are the only person who can play the role the way that you would play it. Stop trying to please people. Stop trying to take every role, and just hone in on what makes you you. Because I'd rather not be the 50th person somebody thought of for Nice Girl Next Door. But if they're like, hey, we're casting the goddess of witchcraft, I think Millie might like to audition for that, right? Like that's what I enjoy doing, and it means that you don't end up in recording sessions where you feel like a bit of a fraud because you're really having to work for it.
No, I love that though. Like, I'm with you. I truly wish that someone would go like, "Oh, goddess of the night," like, you know, a witchcraft.
Yeah.
So I love Lindsay. I'm like, no, Amelia, that is such a great feeling for you. So awesome. And again, you rock it. I love the wing, like eyeliner vibe. By the way, you're killing
Wow,
it.
thanks.
I did have to mention, you said the experience was effortless. Guys, we're in video game voice acting. We know there are efforts all over the place. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're fun. I'm one of those weird people who really likes doing those things. Like
I do too. I really love doing those. Yeah.
Oh, noted. Okay, well, Matthew.
Especially as a woman in like acting, I personally wasn't brought up to be ugly, you know, like that was something that I was pushed away from. So getting to be in a booth and be like angry or ugly or screaming, like getting those guttural monstrous sounds out, that's therapeutic. That's fun. I can be rageful.
Oh, I mean, I believe you. I mean, like, I've seen the gameplay. Listen, I believe you. But I'm like,
in real life, I'm not. I'm nice. I promise.
No, I believe that too. From the experience that we've had on this panel, you're very charming as well. But I think, you know, I won't mess with you, Amelia, is what I'm saying. Now, going back to the efforts thing too, Matthew, I did want to ask you, because you threw in, you're like, oh, absolutely, I love doing efforts. So talk about like your experience with Supergiant. Like what was that like also from a video game voice acting standpoint? And again, you're Heracles. There must have been some amazing efforts in there, some power moves you were locking down. What was it like?
Well, so yeah, sort of similar. The efforts are actually a thing that I enjoy, and this is sort of selfish. I enjoy them because I'm good at them. I've done them a lot, so I know them. And it's so kind of like what Amelia was saying. You come in and you're like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and it feels really nice if they say, you know, give me an A, B, and C in this, and after like 4 lines, you're like, all right, just give me an A, B in this, and you can just sort of roll through them. And it's like, okay, well, we know that this is small, medium, and large. This is this. And because you've done it a bunch, you kind of know what it is. That's something which you either have because you've played a lot of games and your ear is just tuned into, like, no, I know that this sound means my character got really badly hurt, or this sound means he didn't, or because you've done them a lot and you've got a chance to do them. But it's very satisfying to be able to go in and just sort of knock that stuff out and feel like, oh, I know what I'm doing, kind of thing. And that, you know, that is, you know, as has been said, that's a craft. That's just having been taught it and having practiced it. The nice thing about working with Supergiant is they know their game. And like, you see so quickly in anything, whether it's interactive or film or TV or anything, that when you have a corporation where there's 25 people making creative choices, it's terrible. When you have something where there's just, you know, a core that's like they're making the choices, it's their creativity, and they have final, you know, no one's going to question them. What they're able to generate is so much better because it's clear, and their creative output is clear, and their creative decisions are clear. And it's why somebody can say, well, this is what we want, do this. All right, now, do you have an idea? Great, do that. And they know instantly whether what you did will work or not. And if it'll work, they're like, great, that makes my thing better. Which kind of also goes to, like everybody has said about you know, getting into voice acting. That's all it. The only other thing that I have that I've started telling people is don't be afraid to be weird, which kind of goes to the unique thing, because, and I don't mean be weird for weird's sake. It's not like, well, they're asking for a giant voiced demon here, you know, I'm going to make him sound like a chipmunk just because that's different. But it's like, if you read something and you're like, that to me kind of has the rhythm of Jimmy Stewart, I'm going to kind of do a Jimmy Stewart impression. Doing something different means that, you don't sound like the other 40 MP3s that they get. And it might work and it might not, but at least you're getting to do something fun and you're making a strong choice, as opposed to going, I'm trying to sound exactly like the generic thing that they described that I've heard in 100 games before, or 100 animated shows, or 100 movies, or whatever before. So yeah, don't be afraid to be weird. That might just be me coming up with an excuse for the fact I'm weird and making it a professional choice.
No, hang
but
on. No, we're
I'm
all voice
sticking with
actors.
it.
We're weird. That's like part of the charm, anyways. We're like, we get some weirdos in here. Let's go in the booth for like 3 hours. You just make some noises. It's okay. We'll get the voice we want. No, I love
Exactly.
that, Matthew. Thank you very much for all the advice you guys have been giving too. I appreciate y'all. We are at the end of stream. It's been a fantastic time doing all of these questions with you guys. The cast of Hades 2 is phenomenal. Again, everyone in chat, thank you for coming. Scan the QR code on screen. Go check out the collection on Streamly.com. We have all the Hades 2 prints from each actor here, along with some group prints. Very exciting stuff. We just launched some new ones also, so grab those before the holidays. I'm sure someone special in your life, maybe yourself, wants one before the end of the year. Let's ring out the new year in the best way possible. Again, everyone in cast, you guys are amazing. Thank you for allowing me to host this whole panel. If anyone wants to check it out later, this is going to be saved on Streamly's YouTube channel, and definitely you can come relive the memories and share with your friends. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Everyone, want to say bye? Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Good.
Bye.